Revelation 1961. From the 19th of June 1941. Fate shaping, free will. Man is incapable of shaping his own life. He will always be dependent on the will of him who created him. Apparently, however, he is endowed with gifts that make him believe in his own power. He feels exalted, wise and strong, and is convinced that he can master life himself and that he himself also determines his destiny. He can certainly act in free will and thus apparently becomes the shaper of his earthly life through this will. Yet the actual controller of his destiny is God himself. For his earthly path has already been determined since eternity. He walks it exactly as God has ordained it, and as he has shaped it in his impulse for freedom. That is how it was ordained, since nothing can happen without divine will. Thus the walk through the earth valley always corresponds to the divine will in its externalities. Only the human being's inner life is left to his free will. And even if his life's destiny is predetermined, it will always result in the soul's higher development if it is his firm will. Conversely, however, his path of life can completely correspond to his will and desire. It need not result in his soul's maturity if he does not live in accordance with its purpose. But the latter is only to be understood as making use of the possibilities offered to him for the soul's higher development during his earthly existence. This is completely up to him. God gives every human being such possibilities, no matter how he shapes the individual's path of life. And if these are used, the earthly life will also be successful for eternity. But a person cannot arbitrarily change this earthly life without divine approval. And it may seem as if it depends on him alone how life's fate will play out for him. God allows the human being free will, and often this will goes hand in hand with divine will. That is, the human being undertakes something and God allows it because it does not go against his will. And then the human being is inclined to believe that he alone was decisive for his earthly fate. And the more he is convinced of this, the more he loses his faith in a wise controller of destiny. And yet he is completely powerless in the face of it, and he does not know that he only carries out what is divine will if he believes that he can intervene in his earthly life in a decisive way. Amen.